I am not for one second going to pretend that the history of animals on film is a happy one. Infamous examples off the top of my head include the infamous Walt Disney documentary where lemmings were thrown into the sea to drown, thus giving rise to the persistent myth that lemmings are suicidal and apparently can explode, neither of which they can do in real life, I promise. Over 100 horses were killed during the making of Ben-Hur, and a lion really was stabbed to death for an early Tarzan film. In more recent times, Korean classic Old Boy had its main character eat a live octopus for no other reason than the director discovered that his main actor was a vegetarian. The live-action movie version of the classic cartoon Speed Racer was dogged by PETA because of reports of animal abuse on set. People on set of the film claimed that a chimpanzee actor used in the film was beaten after it bit a human actor. And according to a massive 2013 investigation into the American Humane Association's practices by The Hollywood Reporter, 27 animals died on the set of the 2012 blockbuster The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. The creatures, including sheep and goats, died of awful causes including dehydration, exhaustion and drowning. Finally, one of Disney's most popular movies faced reports of animal abuse after The Hollywood Reporter looked into reported incidents during its filming. Many smaller animals, including fish and squid, were killed after explosions were detonated in the ocean. No one thought they would result in disturbing the marine life, so no precautions were taken, according to documents from the production of Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. Dead marine life was seen washing up on shore for 4 days following the shoot. Believe me, I could go on and on with examples, but I believe I've made my point, that the history of animals in films is not a particularly happy one. Now, I am certain that there are at least equal amounts of films where the animal actors were treated with kindness and compassionately, but sadly, animal actors treated well on film set tends not to create lots of headlines and lovely free publicity. Which brings me nicely to A Dog's Purpose, a low-budget film which somehow managed to generate $181.2 million at the box office in the United States. At time of writing, the film has yet to be released in the United Kingdom, which it will do on the 5th of May, where it will come up against exceptionally funny British comedy, Mindhorn. I mention this film in particular because on January 18th, 2017, a video surfaced on TMZ showing footage taken from the set of the film, which shows a German shepherd named Hercules being dragged and dipped into rushing water whilst visibly resisting. After a cut in the video, the next clip shows the dog being submerged in the water at the other end of the tank, while a voice on set can be heard shouting, "Cut it," and various people are seen rushing towards the dog. The American Humane Association, which ensures that animals are not harmed in entertainment productions, announced that its representative on set had been suspended over the incident and that the incident is under further investigation. Naturally, PETA called for a boycott of the film, and due to the release of the video, Universal Pictures cancelled the film's scheduled January 19th Los Angeles premiere. However, on February 4th, 2017, the American Humane Association reported that an independent third-party animal cruelty expert had concluded that safety measures on the set of the film were in place, that the video had been deliberately edited to mislead the public. This has reignited the debate as to whether animals should be on set at all. A friend of mine pointed out that with advances in CGI, animatronics, or even people in costumes, there was no need for animals to be anywhere near set except in the catering truck. And whilst I can see that point, I pointed out that CGI creatures are very, very expensive. Not every film can afford to have Gollum running around the set, and even if they could, CGI dates very quickly. What looks good one year looks horrifically dated the next. As for animatronics, they only look good from certain angles, and are capable of only limited repetitive movements. On the other hand, they give the actors something to act off and look a hell of a lot less creepy on behind-the-scenes footage. Stop motion, sadly, is a non-starter. It takes forever to make, looks charmingly fake, gives the actors nothing to bounce off of during takes, and it's doubtful that you could find enough people to do it anyway. And as for people in costumes, no. Just no. Now, there is the option of making the film straight CGI, but again, you come up with the issue of money. Unless you want to look like a PlayStation 1 cutscene, you need about $100 million, and then you come up against the coldness that all CGI films have. The fact of the matter is that for a low to mid-budget film, I genuinely don't see any other option than to have live animals on set. But I expect them to be treated humanely and placed in no danger other than that which is absolutely necessary. A human can understand the risks of an activity that they are about to undertake, an animal does not. I expect the American Humane Association to do the job it has allegedly done since 1939, which according to American Humane Society is to ensure that budgets and time constraints do not compromise the safety or care of the animals, and I certainly don't expect them to participate in cover-ups when these events do happen. I also expect animals only to be on set when the script requires it. But what do you guys think? Should animals be on set? And what is your favourite film animal? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, this has been a What on Earth. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.